Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Happy Generational Wealth Wednesday to each and every one of you. I can't think of a better way to kick off a Generational Wealth Wednesday than to talk about the tokenization of real world assets and it possibly leading or it possibly being the leading narrative of this next bull run, this coming cycle. Will it be the RWAs or will it be AI? I'm not sure, but I'm participating in both. I'm prepared for both. Are you? I hope you're prepared for both. And I'm not sure, but it feels like an XRP entertaining content creator called out XRP developers for running a racket. That's what it feels like. I'll let you decide, but that's what it feels like. I don't know. Anyway, what should we go with the numbers? Should we go with the numbers because the market is just doing what the market does? What's going on, T. Dre? I mean, the market is just doing what it does. I mean, I'll let you guys listen to the madness, and I'll show you another post, another post on X. That's just part of the madness, kind of like Diddle D and is it Diddle D and Diddy Do and Diddle D and Diddy Dumb? I don't know. Twick and Twatch and I don't know. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. So we're gonna get into it. What's going on, Dano? What is going on? Shout out to the RWA plays. I hope you guys took advantage of those. When we shared those months ago, and those are the ones that I see even in this kind of sideways ranging motion, um, seem to be doing well, even with the Bitcoin, teasing us to 70, 65, 67,000 going back down for the longest time. These RWA plays are starting to take hold, take foot, and seem to be doing their thing no matter what Bitcoin is doing. Now, I know the latest news from Blackrock was kind of crazy. It wasn't from Blackrock, I guess. It involved a fund from Blackrock. It involved a fund from Blackrock. And of course, the boys, the dudes claiming to be grown men, they were on it. They were on it. So, in any case, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. They were on the kind of misrepresentation that went out about it, for sure. What's going on, Dano? Good to see you. Good to see you. For sure. Definitely good to see you. Yeah, how tall is 15 on Duke? Yeah, so should we go over this? Let's get over this. I'm going to go over the numbers here real quick. Let me get CoinGecko up and running. Internet is not great. It's not great, not great, not great right now. So we'll kind of suffer through it. We'll suffer through 64 right now. 64, interesting. Okay, let's do that. Let's go over these numbers. Get this out of the way, get the madness out of the way, talk a little, and then we can get into the real stuff. Some RWA, baby. Let's do it. All right. So according to CoinGecko, the total cryptocurrency market cap is 2.5 trillion. Is that right? Let me refresh that. Yeah, it says 2.5 trillion. Bitcoin dominance is not right. Bitcoin dominance is about 55, 50, 54%. Bitcoin is trading at $64,337 again. Ethereum is trading at 1,000. It's trading at $3,161 again. Solana is trading at $147 again. And XRP, God love them, it's trading at 52 cents today. I was watching a video today and just confused as to the whole Ripple, when Ripple does something and Ripple makes an announcement, it's not supposed to change the price. But when Ripple does partnerships and Ripple does other stuff, that's going to increase the price. It's like I'm just confused by that. So Ripple creates a product, those people use the product, I don't know. It's it's very, yeah, it's kind of a little backwards. It's kind of a little backwards. People don't want to really acknowledge what Ripple is to the XRPL and what it really is to XRP. They don't really want to acknowledge it. They don't want to acknowledge the ills of Ripple X. If we can promote the great stuff from Ripple X, we can promote the ills. They don't want to acknowledge when developers have issues. They think that's complaining. It's fascinating. The idolizing that goes on from content creators idolizing Ripple. It's pretty amazing. Really, really is. So that's the market. The market is doing what it does now. So look, I'm going to let you listen to this, and you tell me if this was saying that developers trying to build out the community is a racket. I mean, I don't know. That's what it sounded like to me. That's what it sounded like to me. I don't know. Let's take a listen.
They'll go somewhere. They won't be sold off and just fall through the floor. They'll just run into another stable coin. So then the question remains from there, if they were to go after Tether to the point of shutting it down, wouldn't that get rid of 90+% of the crypto market and the only on and off ramp into those little piddly altcoins that a lot of people push claiming they're supporting developers, but they're really just pumping tokens and just cloaking it with the idea that they're trying to elevate the space for developers, right? Oh, what a racket. What a racket it has become.
So if they get rid of Tether, that's going to get rid of 90% of those little piddly tokens. And that the people who create projects to have a token is a racket. That's what it sounded like to me. That, you know, a developer and community and building a community is a racket. So I guess Flare with developers and a community, I guess that's a racket. I guess that's a piddly token. That's what it sounded like to me. I don't know. I'll let you decide. What's going on, Dano? Gave me one thumb, gave me a bunch of thumbs. I appreciate that, guy. Now, look, this internet is brutal right now. So forgive me if it's not kind of like catching up. It just feels like it's way behind. I changed the latency before the stream went live, but it is definitely kind of it's definitely behind a little bit. So let me share some other nonsense from the twin. Let's see. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button on the way in. That'll be super, super cool. It really helps with the algorithm on YouTube. We always like to have just as many likes as we have viewers in the streams. So, the XRP crypto police would have been all over this if it had been misinterpreted news about Ripple or XRP. They would have cranked up X Spaces to talk bad about anyone reposting for hours. Oh, this is funny. This is really funny. So for hours, what he says in quotations, what did happen was an H bar project through a secondary market tokenized shares of a BlackRock fund. Much like I can buy a Rolex, take a pic, and post it on my X account. Doesn't mean Rolex partnered with me. Now, I know what this is about. This is a clear shot at an XRP researcher for sure. For sure. So, that's just more of the madness from Diddle D and Diddle Dumb, or Diddle Dumb and Diddle D, whatever you would call them. So, don't use decent. What's going on, Joe? Appreciate you checking in. Joe says, don't use the decent wallet. HBAR was up 80% in a day. I attempted for hours to access my HBAR. I watched it go up 96%, and I kept trying to sell HBAR. App began to work after the ENT, after the run. Oh, that sucks, bro. That sucks. Sorry to hear that, Joe. HBAR, I didn't know Decent even held Hedera HBAR. That sucks. That sucks, brother. That definitely sucks. So now that we got the madness out of the way, so if they do, according to the entertaining content creator, if Tether goes, 90% of the tokens are going, those piddly tokens, with communities wanting builders and developers to build projects is a racket. So I guess Hugo and the team over at Flare, it's racket. I don't know, XDC, I guess, is a racket. I guess Solana, their devs, their communities, and their piddly tokens. Just a racket, man. Just a racket. I guess it takes a racketeer to know one. I mean, I guess. So, look, I wanted to talk to you guys. I want to ask you, if you've been really kind of paying attention to RWAs with BlackRock and, taking advantage of security, hooking up with securitized, putting the Buildle token on Ethereum was interesting. These ArchX and this other one, what seems like to me is that they had a fund. It happened to be a BlackRock fund, and they, Arch and whoever else, decided to tokenize it, and they decided to go Hedera to tokenize that fund. So that's interesting. But in any case, the RWA play, I mean, I just listened to Raul Paul talking for an hour with a guy that's doing an RWA project. I've listened to that a couple of times now. It's the RWA narrative. And Joe and Dano, we've been talking about the RWA narrative for a while now, or as we like to say, for a minute. And, we shared some things with you guys. We shared Centrifuge with you guys. You certainly shared ONDO and Polytrade with you guys, just to name a few, and thought, those would be pretty good plays. And if you really look at CoinGecko, you track the last few months, the RWAs, those particular ONDO and Polytrade have been kind of leading. Really have. And so I don't know if people have taken positions or if you're looking to do it while we're ranging. Well, it looks like we're going to be ranging for a while. And I think Dano, I think May be a, kind of a down month. I think May might be that month where we get really, really close to 60,000 Bitcoin. And if we do not go underneath it, was listening to Linda from Be Wealthy, Be Smart, Linda P. Jones. And is it Tweedledee and Tweedledum? I have no idea. Dumb and Dumber, maybe? I don't know. That's easy to remember. Dumb and Dumber is easy to remember. So, but Linda was saying that the numbers, and I think she called it the PMI, these numbers for April, first week in April, were alarming and unexpected. these numbers, and that these numbers may, in fact, cause the Fed. She said she didn't know, but but it may cause the Fed to, do something that they said they weren't going to be doing, and that is a rate cut. At least they weren't going to be doing it this year. Remember, it was a bunch of rate cuts, and then it was going to be 3, and then it was going to be 1, and then it wasn't going to be anytime soon. It was going to be end of the year, that kind of stuff. But she was hinting, and I highly recommend you guys watch that video from Linda P. Jones, but she was hinting that it was going to be, those numbers were alarming and they were unexpected. I think that was the big thing. Not just that they were alarming, but they were certainly unexpected. They didn't expect the market to be contracting. They didn't expect it. They thought maybe just kind of level or expanding, but not contracting. But the numbers are showing that the economy is, in fact, contracting. So we'll see. Now, the reason why I bring that up is because I believe, and if you listen to Benjamin Cohen, he believes that, if we're wanting to get an alt season, it's going to have to be because of some kind of macro thing, black swan event, policy change, like the Fed, in fact, doing a rate cut. And he hinted that, the last couple of runs were because of that. The reason that we got an alt season was because of some macro thing and some helicopter money and some rate cut, not, if you will, during tightening periods, but during easing periods. So that's why I bring it up, because she's hinting at, Linda P. Jones is hinting at that in fact may happen because of these alarming numbers. Evening Siege. What's going on, Bubba Smith? How are you, my friend? So that's really, really interesting. I was listening to Chris Larson too, by the way, on a side note. I watched the shorts. He was on the shorts. He was on a short. Someone did a shorts of him saying that XRP needs many use cases. So, I mean, liquidity begets liquidity, right? So I know someone have you believe that the retail people are just peons in the big scheme of things, which is alarming unto itself. But yes, but Chris said that I've seen that short before. We said the XRP needs many use cases. Needs many use cases, right? Needs many use cases. Ultimately, the product ends up in retail. Doesn't matter if it's a bank, institution. It ends up in retail. Like, retail is the market. That is the market. It's retail. So, right, you don't, right? Business selling a bit to a business, the business sells a product to a retail person, no matter what. Right? There's got to be a customer. Even if the business is selling to another business, that business has a product that they're moving it to the customer, to the retail person. Right? So, in any case, so yeah, so ONDO, I wanted to share with you guys ONDO and just, I don't know. It's very, very interesting. I was on their Twitter. They got a lot of stuff going on over there. Let me pull up ONDO. Play that we talked about for a while. I mean, we got into ONDO very, 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 very early. They got some partnerships. They just hooked up with Noble. Where am I at? Let me share. You guys remember when I shared this with you, right? I mean, here's the chart. I mean, that's cool. You can see the numbers here. I wish they had, some kind of 30-day to 60-day or something. Does Coin Market Cap have something a little? I don't think so. What happens after? I mean, where's the thing for after 30 days? You can compare it with Bitcoin and ETH too. That's interesting. Let's see if I compare it with Bitcoin. What would it do? There's a chart. Okay, which one is which? 24-hour, 1 year. But yeah, it's been kind of doing its thing. Which one is which, though? Don't say. Okay, so I guess the orange one. It's the orange one. It kind of looks this. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know what this is. But let me see if coin market cap has something better. Because I would like to see, like, I mean, we can go to see what the price is, but I would like to see, like 30 days to 90 days and how well it's been doing. All-time low was 8 cents. It got down to 8 cents. That can't be right. In January? Nah, that can't be right. Or is that 80 cents? Am I not reading? Can I not? No, that says 8 cents. 8 cents? Wow. I don't remember that being that low. But in any case, I guess it's only at 82 cents now. But let me go to the website here, and you guys will recognize that I did share this with you guys. And because we talked about Blackrock then. Here it is here. I mean, this is definitely not a US thing. You'll see on their Twitter post, whenever they post something, they're like, no US person. On X, they're doing this. Here it is right here. They got some stuff, US dollar yield, US treasuries, backed by the best founders fund, Coinbase, Pantera, exceptional partners, superior assets, world-class clients. You can see here, they got high quality asset managers, BlackRock and PIMCO, right? Regulated service providers there, third-party audited security and unified, which is interesting. And this is interesting to me here. It says experienced leadership. And I guess these are people that used to work at these spots. I don't know. Our executive team has diverse experience across leading institutions like Goldman, Bridgewater, Millennium, and MakerDAO. We did the video the other day about MakerDAO, brilliant ethos, and how Ripple was going to be, I believe, I shared the video, gave you the proof. I brought the receipts of Ripple, in fact, wanting to bring the MakerDAO ethos to the XRPL from back in 2019. I believe that was 2019 when Brian and Ripple had that conversation, Brian Curve Kava, even though the video I shared with you guys aired in 2021. But I want to share you guys their X page just for a second. And certainly this is not financial advice. I just wanted to go over this again because I know that we talked about this and we shared this with you guys before. How many of you guys remember us sharing ONDO Finance? I keep saying it's ONDO. I don't know if it's ONDO or ONDO. But they have some interesting stuff recently. I mean, you go to their X page, they're moving and shaking. We are pleased to welcome Fanoa into the ONDO ecosystem following an integration of OUSG. Into its custody solution. So OUSG is a product from ONDO Finance. That's right. So this is cool. That's awesome. This says, think bigger. The true power of tokenization is realized when the entire value chain is brought on chain. The entire, right, is brought on chain. The entire value chain is brought on chain. I agree. There's the other one that we share with you guys, Polytrade. And one of ONDO's products, USDY, is coming to Polytrade Marketplace in partnership with ONDO Finance. That's the other one that I was going to share with you guys. But the big one was this IBC play with Noble that I thought was pretty cool. Yeah, there it is right there. As one of the largest player in the rapidly growing tokenized U.S. Treasury product category, ONDO Finance is excited to bring crypto's most popular yield-bearing cash equivalent product to 90+ Cosmos chains through our partnership with Noble. Now, Noble is kind of in that Cosmos eco, and they do like asset issuances. With over 300 million in TVL, ONDO is on the go to partner for on-chain. ONDO is the go-to partner for on-chain capital, looking for capital efficient liquidity and cash management solutions. Through our integration with Noble, we will be expanding the availability of our products by growing the Cosmos ecosystem app chains. We will bring vastly improved utility and liquidity to app chains and their users, all while offering exposure to yielding instruments, says Nathan Alman. I guess, I don't know if he is from Noble or if he's from ONDO. But here's a little disclaimer that they like to throw out all the time. USDY is not and may not be offered, sold, or otherwise made available in the US or to US persons. USDY also has not been registered under the United States Security Act of 1933. It's very, very interesting. But that's ONDO there. And I wanted to share that because I think the RWA play, if it's not ONDO, tell me about your RWA play, and do you believe that RWAs are going to kind of do their thing in this bull run? According to Statista charts, the market cap of stables increased by 700,000% from 20 million in 2017 to 140 billion in 2024. I know Garlinghouse said it was 150 billion. At the same time, stablecoin transfer volume reached over 7 trillion and 1.2 trillion in December of 23 alone. That is some big stuff. And so they're sharing a partnership that they're doing here with something called Sphere. We're thrilled to announce Sphere Labs welcomes Sphere Labs into the ONDO ecosystem following integration of USDY as a settlement option within Sphere's novel payment infrastructure. My point to all of this is ONDO is making moves. For sure, I don't know, 1 billion in the market cap, fully diluted is 8 billion. Got the little investing going on there. You got BlackRock, Millennium, you got people from MakerDAO now on the ONDO project. To me, I think this RWA play is going to be a big play. It's very, very interesting to see how their token work in their model, but you can't find that out. You can't find that out there. So let's see here. If you're in the US, you can't. Institution blockchains and protocols supporting ONDO, so, but yeah, if you're outside of the US, you certainly can, for sure. Now, the other one that I wanted to share with you guys, if you're interested, I wish, again, this would show something better than that, but it just doesn't. If I do 3 months, February, March, April. I mean, this thing was, I can't believe it was 8 cents in January. We had this way before January, so I don't even know what we got the thing at. There's $1. It's got as high as $1. But in any case, I wish this number, the circulating supply, was a little bit better than that. But that looks like an RWA play for sure. For me in the Crypto Seizure Zone, we took advantage of that. We think it's going to kind of lead. And the other one is Polytrade. It's $1.70. Interesting. 55 million in the market cap. So that's kind of in the lower range. You can do stuff here, at AVAX and Polygon here with Arbitrum and Polygon and Binance Smart Chain. That I do like as well. It's up 600% for the year. ONDO, I think, was 900% for the year, 800 or 900. All-time low was in 2022. So they've been around a minute. I like that. At 5 cents, all-time high was $3. So this is another RWA play as well. 2-year. That is, in my opinion, is a good chart. I was going to say good trade, good trade. What movie was that? What movie was that? Good trade. 32 circulating from 100 total supply. Is that 100 million? Oh, wow. It's 100 million. So you got 100 million, 32 million is already in circulating supply. That's pretty good. Market cap right now is 55 million. Not financial advice, but we talked about polytrade as well as an RWA play. And I think that if you go over to Dunes, I know they're saying meme coins and AI are the two leading ones right now in terms of narratives. It says meme coins and AI. And I think RWAs was like fourth or fifth. Circulating 32. But yeah, I like that. I like that. Let me get back to the chat here. I just wonder how many of you guys took advantage of us sharing ONDO or trade with you guys? Winston P. Prescott's in the building. What's going on? Dude. Daniel, you said you sold your algo, huh? What's going on, Winston? What's up, player? These dudes offering 4.9 means they are getting 45%. Which dudes are we talking about, buddy? Which dudes are we talking about? So, polytrade, ONDO, not financial advice. These are things that we've been sharing with you guys, talking about. Oh, talking about my opening. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I know. Yes, sir. We are. So I don't know. Look, uh, I don't know. You heard the video. I don't know. That's an alarming statement. If Tether goes down, 90% of the market is gone, and all those piddly tokens claiming to want to build an ecosystem of builders is a racket. I wonder what the people from Solana, Cardano, Blair Networks, I wonder what they would think about that. I don't know. Or are they not piddly? Those aren't the piddly ones. I mean, piddly. I mean, 90% piddly. Which I mean, I don't know. Oh my goodness. And that's how the US takes out the majority of the crypto industry. Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how Hedera is tied to Tether. I don't know how high low hash flow are tied to Tether. I don't know how ZK Sync or ZK Polygon is tied to Tether. So what's in the 90%? What's in that 90%? And last I checked, it's Bitcoin, Tether. That's right. Those are the two kind of tied together. So it's interesting that Tether decided to hook up with the Ton blockchain. That's interesting to me. It really is interesting. That's interesting that they did that. For sure. It is very, very interesting. I like what John Deaton said. Yeah, John Deaton said the US can be the biggest bully of all time, right? That's very, very true. And I wonder if people think that's okay. I wonder if people think that it feels like the Dumb and Dumber dudes think that's okay. But it just feels like that, like the US being bullies is like, oh yeah. So a lot of the stuff only trades with Tether, right? I noticed that some exchanges, like a lot of it is just Tether only. That's very, very interesting. But they would just switch up. I mean, they would just go to another stable coin. They would just go to another stable. I do find it fascinating that one of the dumb dudes thinks that if Tether is gone, let's say they decide they take Tether out as far as availability to the US in 30 days. How does the market go from Tether's out to USDC and the Ripple stablecoin? How do we get to the Ripple stable? What about the other stables? Those, they don't have a chance? I mean, like, what's this new stablecoin? Some guy was in my chat talking about the Athena thing. It's interesting. Just bypass the other ones. Now I don't know if Athena is if it's US. I know they got a little thing going on there, but I don't know what the top stables are. But so it's US and right to Ripple. That's interesting to me. Ripple's just gonna snatch it up just like that. That's interesting. BRICS will have their own stablecoin. Will they have their own? I don't know, Felix. What's going on, bro? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I think any ecosystem takes time to build out. So even though I'm really hopeful for and excited about what the stablecoin for Ripple is going to look like, I'm more excited about the MakerDAO ethos and how that is going to work. How are they going to make that work? You saw I brought receipts on that, right, Winston? I had proof, video proof that Ripple has been thinking and talking and asking about the MakerDAO ethos on the XRP. I believe it was since 2019. Yeah. And the guy who shared the video, interestingly enough, was Mr. Man. He wasn't really sharing it because of that. He was sharing it just because of stablecoins. I don't know anymore. I used to say the US, Winston, but I don't know that anymore. I don't know that anymore. When I look, when you read and learn some stuff about the bullying that the US has done, it's alarming. How about we just not have any bullies? I mean, that would be okay, right? I mean, we can be strong and powerful without being a bully, right? We can do that. I was air traffic controller, air traffic controller. So, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it's going to take for Ripple stablecoin. I want it to be successful. I really, really do. And I know I'll be using it for sure. But I'm really more excited about um, the MakerDAO ethos. Yeah, at the E4 level, yeah. Yeah, and that's interesting too, because I was really fortunate. Um, it's very, very odd, but my military career was very odd because in both places, in both places that I served, I hope not. And both places that I served, I was both facilities, and I only served, I mean, technically at two facilities in the one in the military, one in as a civilian. They both were part of national security. There's no strippers, right? So, yeah, they both were part of national security. So I was at the number one airport in the Navy for traffic volume, whatever. But it was also um, it was what they called it, the DV hub, Distinguished Visitors Hub. And so our base operations, our base ops got all this intel. Like it was really, because he had to know the intel, right? Because the people, yeah. So anyway, and then when I became a civilian, you know, I also was in the Northeast where I was stationed. We were charged with national security, right, around you know, White House and, you know, all of that stuff. And so that operation was even more massive than the military one. And so, you know, we had the intel stuff there as well, right? Because we were part of, you know, ever since that madness that happened. Yeah, so it was us. It was us at the Potomac TradeCon. So, but in any case, the RWA thing, I got to tell you, it's, you know, it's real. Joe says, I was an Army medic, son of a Navy vet. Oh, nice. Thanks for your service, my friend. Was Korea in 1990. Yeah, yeah. My mentor was dude was like my father figure. He was in Korea as well. So, but yeah, so I don't know. RWAs or AI, I don't know. I think both of them will do their thing for sure. But right now, AI is, in terms of interest and whatever, is a little ahead of the RWAs, and memes are a little ahead. Memes are a little ahead of AI in terms of running. You know, kind of everybody's interested, leading narrative for the next cycle. Yes, indeed. So that is it there. I hope you guys having a good night. RWAs are the deal. Man, I'm telling you, Ripple bringing the MakerDAO ethos I think it's going to be a great thing for XRP holders. I really, really do. I think it's going to be a great thing. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. We always like to have just as many likes as we got viewers in the stream. I appreciate that big time. And if you've been hanging out, listening to and watching the Crypto Seeds, and you have enjoyed those hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel. That would be super, super cool. I didn't listen to what's his name today? Blockchain Backer. Anybody know what he was saying? I didn't listen to it, but I'm expecting some stuff in May. We'll see. Where's my guy? He's not here. Who is it? The guy always gives me a hard time about Bitcoin not going to 30K. Paul Bogle. Paul Bogle's not in the stream. But so in any case, I did wanted to bring that to you guys. RWA play. You know, for us, we have our RWA plays, we have our AI plays as well. If Keyless was here, I was going to go over Moy Finance and just show her what's good. Sure, you know, because I tried to do it the other day and I couldn't do it. But I figured out what I need to do to take that liquidity off and get started. So there it is, fam. Look, pay attention if you're interested. DexFi.pro, DexFi.pro. I think they're super awesome. They just shared another feature that they have on their platform called Pathfinder, which I think is cool. They're really, really good, really, really smart. DexFi .pro. Yeah, well. Yeah. Right now it's challenging. Current administration, not great. All right, fam, there it is. Shoot, I guess I don't have to do anything. I already got dessert. Sure. Gonna go hang out with Crypto Siege. Thank you so much, guys, for checking in. I appreciate you guys for sure. Look, continue to hodl strong. I think we range for a minute. I think we range for until May, and I think in May we're gonna get around right around that 60K thing. I think may even get below it. I really do. Or I really, really do. But we'll see how that goes. And June, July, I think the Fed is going to pivot. They're going to say they're gonna cite these numbers that Linda P. Jones cited in her latest video in the Be Smart, Be Smart, Be Wealthy and Smart podcast. I do think we're going to have a little bit of a discount in May for some alts. I added to my position last night before in ONDO and TRADE and meme coin play. But I do think we get some kind of discount in May, Felix. I really, really do. Man, you guys have been super, super awesome. I appreciate it. I think I'm gonna do another AMA, ask me anything type deal. Dano, Felix, Winston, my guy. I appreciate you guys checking in. Joe, appreciate you checking in, bro, for sure. Bubba Smith, as always. DJ was first in the building. I appreciate you guys checking in. Listen, guys, you guys have a good night. I'm gonna end this one like I do them all. Remind you guys of a couple of things. Number one, old money. They don't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and we are already winning. And I would ask you to consider this, or perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See you. Bye.